Victor Black.
Victor Black.
Thank you to Victor to come into Dubai and educate all the people here.
Uncle Victor.
Victor Black.
I heard a lot about Victor Black, to be honest, but I didn't think he was this knowledgeable.
Victor Black Masterclasses.
Victor Black on the show.
All the way from Thailand, Mr. Victor Black.
Been watching him for a very, very, very long time.
If you're interested at all in pet education and you've got an opportunity to come and see Victor live, and you don't take that opportunity, I don't know what you did.
Virtual Victor. Virtual Victor. Virtual Victor. Virtual Victor. Virtual Victor, the safer use model.
Hypertrophy Foundations Lectures. Stimulus versus fatigue. Welcome to the Level 1 Hypertrophy module. In this section, we're going to lay the foundation for understanding what actually drives muscle growth. Before we talk about program design, volume, intensity, or exercise selection, we need to understand the underlying mechanisms of hypertrophy. Today, we'll cover what creates a growth stimulus, how fatigue fits into the equation, and which training variables actually matter as we move forward. This framework will guide every decision we make later in the hypertrophy module. Key definitions. Let's start by defining a few key terms. Overload is an acute disruption to homeostasis caused by training. Anytime you load muscle tissue, you're disturbing its normal state. Adaptation is what happens afterward. It's the biological process that leads to improved performance or increased muscle size. Fatigue is the immediate outcome of training that temporarily reduces performance, and recovery is the process of returning to baseline, or ideally above it after that fatigue has occurred. Understanding how these interact is critical to long-term progress. The fitness-fatigue model. This relationship is best explained by the fitness-fatigue model. When you train, performance initially drops due to fatigue. As recovery occurs, fatigue dissipates faster than fitness adaptations do. If recovery is sufficient, performance rebounds and exceeds its previous level. That rebound is progress. The goal of training is not to create maximum fatigue, but to apply just enough stimulus to drive adaptation while still allowing recovery to occur. What is the hypertrophy stimulus? Hypertrophy is driven by what we call an internal stimulus. This internal stimulus activates molecular signaling pathways that increase muscle protein synthesis. Over time, that process leads to new muscle tissue being built. In resistance training, there are three primary internal stimuli that contribute to hypertrophy. Let's break those down. The three hypertrophy stimuli, the three internal stimuli are mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscle damage. Mechanical tension is the primary driver of hypertrophy. It occurs when muscle fibers experience high levels of force under load. Metabolic stress comes from the accumulation of metabolites during training. Muscle damage refers to structural disruption of muscle fibers. All three occur during resistance training, but they do not contribute equally, and they do not come without cost. Mechanical tension, primary driver. Mechanical tension is the most important stimulus for hypertrophy. It activates mechanoreceptors within the muscle fiber that initiate growth signaling pathways. This is why progressive loading, controlled execution, and sufficient tension across a range of motion matter so much. When mechanical tension is present, hypertrophy can occur even with relatively low metabolic stress or muscle damage. Metabolic stress, secondary stimulus. Metabolic stress results from the accumulation of byproducts like lactate and hydrogen ions. It can increase fiber recruitment, cell swelling, myokine production, and acute hormonal responses. Concentric contractions are the most metabolically demanding. Metabolic stress increases as sets move closer to failure, especially with higher reps, drop sets, supersets, or blood flow restriction. While metabolic stress can contribute to hypertrophy, its additive effect is still debated, and it comes with increased fatigue. Muscle damage, the limiter. Muscle damage is a byproduct of resistance training, especially eccentric loading. Eccentric contractions cause the most structural disruption to muscle fibers. Some muscle damage is unavoidable, but excessive muscle damage can slow recovery, reduce training quality, and ultimately limit hypertrophy. The goal is not to eliminate muscle damage, but to avoid creating so much that it becomes the bottleneck to progress. Bringing it all together, all three stimuli occur together during training, but mechanical tension should be the priority. Metabolic stress and muscle damage must be managed, not maximized. Effective hypertrophy training is about applying the right stimulus, controlling fatigue, and recovering well enough to repeat the process consistently. This balance is the foundation of intelligent program design, and everything that follows builds on it.
Victor Black.
Victor Black. Uncle Victor.
Victor Black Masterclasses.
Mr. Victor Black.
Virtual Victor, the safer use model.